I've got a special visitor in the kitchen today, my lovely mother, Rita. Hello.
Hi.
She's showing us one of her favorite appetizers. This is something that we had at every dinner party growing up, and people love it. There are only 6 ingredients, and that is including pepper. That's including pepper, people. All right, this will come together in a snap. You will want to quintuple the batch. That's 5 times because people just snarf these down, right?
Delicious.
And they're good cold the next day too. So hide some away for later. Don't tell anyone they're there. And that's like your special little post-breakfast treat. Okay, let's get started. First step is to take our mushrooms and pop the caps off. Just like that. All you have to do is move in one direction, with the other, they come right out.
Press down.
Yeah. The mushroom stems we're actually going to use are not garbage. Okay, now you have a choice. I'm using some nice Gruyere cheese, but what else could you use?
You can use Gouda.
Gouda, you could use like a plain Swiss cheese, right?
Yeah, plain Swiss is fine, but this is really good. It's going to be like a nutty taste to it, which I love.
Very nice. So we're going to grate this up, and how much do we need about?
Well, we're going to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which is going to be over a cup, probably.
And you don't have to worry about getting this exactly right, measuring it out in grams. No, it's really just a rough proportion. You could add more olives if you love the olives. You could add more cheese. You could even add some cream cheese to this, which I think you've done, haven't you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it will taste really good.
So you can mix some cream cheese in. I think I've done that too, and it is really good.
Yeah. It's the variation with the caraway seeds too, but with the phyllo and caraway seeds, the cream cheese and Gouda.
I love caraway seeds.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we have a nice generous portion of cheese. Pop that into our bowl. So you could use shallots for this if you want, but a nice plain old onion is perfectly fine. Just mince it. So you're not giving it a rough chop. You're really gonna give it a fine cut, right? So on the blog, I have a French onion soup. It's a bit lighter. It uses chicken stock instead of the beef stock, and it has a lot of white wine and brandy. Nice.
I use vegetable stock, and it was fine because I don't eat chicken.
I have it with some nice toast on the side, and I sprinkle, I think it was a Gruyere cheese on top or something, but it's not that normal casket of cheese that covers.
I don't like that either.
When you go to a restaurant, the French onion soup just has a pile of cheese, and you have to break into it, and it's all hard.
I don't like
I had to
that.
just sprinkle because I thought it was just too rich that way. So
And
chop, 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 chop. So we're ending up with probably about half a cup almost. What do you think?
It's about half a cup.
Half a cup right into that bowl. And now for our olives. My mom counted out 7 olives, and I think I surreptitiously added a few more. I think 3 more.
3, 6, 9, 10. It's 10 olives.
Yeah, but you could add more olives if you really want.
You don't really need that many though.
Or you don't have to.
You have to be,
I think of this as a very 50s dish, a 1950s, quintessentially elegant.
Classic.
Yeah, so you're using the white button mushrooms, and then the Worcestershire sauce and everything else. I don't care if it's a classic. I love it anyways.
Once you taste it, you will really make it one of your favorites. And what I love about it is that they are so easy to make. Doesn't require too many ingredients.
So simple to make. And people love them.
Cold, but when they are cold, they are good.
They're good too, cold, but people love them. They will go in a flash. You have to make a giant batch of them. It's think about how many people you have, estimate the number you want, and then triple it.
Okay, so I have that.
Olives go in. I'll get those in there. Into our bowl. We're adding just under a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce in here, one of my mom's favorites. I love it too. And then black pepper. Give it
that's all.
Give it a little bit of spice.
No salt because the olives and cheese have salt, so that's plenty. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Mix
it up.
I usually use my fingers too, so I can just stuff the mushrooms easily.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. I think we need more Worcestershire sauce to bind it together a bit. What do you think?
No.
Okay. Okay. That's good. It smells really good, doesn't it? And now, here's the fun part. We have our mushrooms. We have a void where the cap was. You're just going to take
and press it a
little bit. And you press it in because you want to get that. It all melts into the mushroom further. but you don't want to overfill it because then it'll all spill out. So you want it to be like nice and level, but just press it in there. These will go onto a baking sheet and then they're gonna broil, or like bake at 450. What do you want?
Broil.
Setting it to broil.
Yeah, two hands make lighter work.
So much faster with 2 people doing this.
It's so much fun. I mean, really.
Oh, I like it a lot too. Because it reminds me of when I was little and helping in the kitchen.
Yeah.
If you have any of the mushrooms that have a little like a little membrane around,
yeah.
I often peel it off just to make more room for the filling.
Okay.
But that's optional. You don't have to do that.
Well, we don't want to have any. If we have leftover filling, I like to put it over the mushroom stems.
Oh.
But we don't.
But the mushroom stems you can sauté and add into anything.
In a frittata, soup, or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Pressing that in there. Now we're going to transfer this to, there's one left. One mushroom left. We're going to put this on a baking sheet and just space them out evenly so they're not crowding each other, right? And they're going to broil for 8 to 10 minutes?
Until they are golden brown.
Okay, so broil until golden brown. I finished these off with just a sprinkling of minced parsley. I just think it makes them look a little bit more fresh and alive, and I like the green. Are you ready to try them?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yum, yum.
That was good.
That was so good.
You could have added like an extra tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce if you wanted it to be more salty. I've been getting less salty as I grow older. Just personality-wise, that's not the case, only taste-wise, okay? Make these. If you don't like button mushrooms, you can make them with crimini mushrooms. You can make them with giant portobello. Just like, the baking will be different, of course, but you can have a huge one too, and, enjoy. If you like my videos, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Bon appetit.